Hey everybody, it's Sean from the Canadian Brewing Channel. How are you today? We're going to do another taste testing from the Furnace Room Brewery in Georgetown, Ontario. We have the Wright House Red Ale right here. We're going to try this out. It's one of their 4 styles that they have at the brewery, and this one I've had before. I don't know, Sean, if you've had it before.
Never had it before, no.
And yeah, I don't drink a lot of red ales, but I was reading up on them. They're very good with food. So what we have today is I have a pizza that we're going to eat with this to try this out and give our review. So if we want to go ahead, we're going to pour the beer. Let's see what we have here.
Any particular way this should be poured, Sean?
Yeah, you want to pour that about halfway in your glass. Usually when I pour a beer for tasting it, I'll pour it to about the widest part of the glass. There you go. That way you're going to get the most surface area so we can smell this. So I like to take a look at it first. It's really clear. That's a nice red color there. Very nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. You take a smell of that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I can smell the aroma.
That caramel.
Mm-hmm.
That is a really nice caramel smell to it. And it's like a toffee almost to it too. Which is why I say it's good to pair it with a food, because if you drink this straight, regularly, it may be a little too heavy for some people's palate, but yeah, it's a really good smell to that.
Yep. Good color, clear.
Yep. Take a taste.
Nice.
You think nice?
Yeah, very nice.
Nice and clean too.
Yeah.
So what I've got here is we've got a pizza with different cheeses on it, and it's also got some spinach on it. So I think I'm going to try a piece of this and see how it goes with the beer, because I think this is a beer you would eat or drink with dinner. So I thought I'd try this not just as drinking the beer itself, but this beer I think beckons to be at your dinner table or lunch. Oh yeah. Because it has its own flavor to it that I think it has to be paired.
This is not necessarily a summer or a winter drink, I guess.
I think
pair it with food.
You can do it all around. Yeah, all around beer. I think this is this one I could see in pubs that have a restaurant with them. With the cheese. This tastes really good. I don't know how it will pair with the steak. I don't have one for you to try today.
Right.
But this, yeah. And you know, it has the, like I said, the caramelized flavor and the toffee, but it leaves your palate after about 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make it that you'd have to keep drinking this with the same food. You can finish this beer and you can go carry on to something else, and yeah, that's really good. I love the clarity of this.
Yeah.
You can see this here. You're going to take a look. You can see right through it. It's nice and clear.
So we got caramel. We've got a caramel flavor,
Yep.
and I agree it leaves your palate pretty quickly. What else are you tasting there, Ryan?
Well, the toffee too. I really like.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times they'll get that when they brew it by. They can actually make that while they're brewing it in the kettle by letting it brew longer. A lot of times it comes from just malts that they use. It's not. There's no hoppiness to it at all.
No. Well, I like the can. It's called Wright House Red Ale. There it is there. You can see that. And they have a little blurb on the Wright House Red Ale. Can I read it, John?
Yeah, go ahead. You read that.
When Henry Wright took over the station house in 1913, business was booming. Customers who traveled by train enjoyed a warm meal and many a beer at the end of their journey. Let me get back to that part. The famous Georgetown establishment served clients up until 2003. Remnants of the original building can still be seen from our brewery, where we strive to continue that tradition. So I never knew what this place was called, but I am quite familiar with it because it's right beside the parking lot of Georgetown.
It was called the Station House.
That's what it was called.
Station House.
That's what I knew it as.
Yes.
But I think it's still there. I mean, it's being kind of deconstructed right now. But the only time I was there was one Christmas Eve, probably around 1999. It was a snowy night, and we were let off early from work, but because everything was so snowy, trains were delayed. And I wound up there quite late, and I forget for whatever reason, I needed to get a ride from my wife, and I was with a buddy on the train, and they were going to be quite a while getting to the GO station to pick us up because of the weather. So we decided, well, let's wait in this station house.
Is this when they were actually still serving beer?
They were serving beer.
So we're talking over 10 years ago.
Well, this is, I'm guessing, late 90s.
Yeah, it's been closed for a while.
Yeah. So, interesting, we walk into this place, and it's like one of those scenes out of a movie where you're in a bar you shouldn't be in. We walk in, we have businesses, so we come down from Toronto, and all the heads in this bar, Sean, just kind of went,
"Who are you?"
We felt quite uncomfortable being there, but recall we had a beer, not quite as nice as this, and we got out of there as fast as we could. But yeah.
Yeah, if you go there, you go to the brewery, and you face outside of the brewery, and you look slightly to your left, about 600-700 feet away, you will see what's left of the station house. And it's really neat that these guys at the Furnace Room are doing all these different beers and the styles that mean something to people that have been in the town for more than 10 or 15 years. And
providing a bit of history too.
Yeah, and at first when I picked up this beer and I saw Wright House, I had no idea that it was by Wright, and I knew it as a station house. And then quickly when I looked at it, I started to recognize that that's what that was. Yeah. So I would give this, Sean, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, definitely. Good beer.
They've done a well job at a red ale here.
Yes.
And I think that the 4 beers they have right now, we're going to do 2 more beers, tastings in the next few days. But this one here is great, and it's going well with pizza and the cheese. And I think I'll be buying more of these.
2 thumbs up, definitely.
Yep. All right, this is Sean and Sean, and this is the Canadian Brewing Channel, and we're signing off for today. Thanks for watching. Cheers.